Hangover touches on mature topics. Discretion is advised. Gossip, BS, lies, and rumors. This is the Sports Hangover.
I don't know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
It's not.
It gets the people going.
I wasn't sure how it turned up. There we go. We're live.
Mike, that was dramatic. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. We're here. We're everywhere now.
So our listeners have no idea what we're talking about. We just had a countdown clock count us in. It was very professional.
So I guess we could have talked over it, but we're trying new things out. It's Thanksgiving Day weekend. We're giving out content. It's a weekend, right? You get the whole weekend off.
Yeah, a lot of folks take today off, but not us, not the Sports Hangover. No days off. We work for Bill Belichick, and we do our job.
That's right. We're here. We have Thanksgiving Day picks. We have food talk. What else? What else do you have for us?
This is big, Mike. The Tampa Raptors. Let's get to it. Your hometown just got an NBA team in the middle of COVID. Like everyone is shrinking in COVID, and you, sir, gained an NBA franchise.
So what are they? They're just practicing down there, right? They're just hanging out, practicing in Tampa. I didn't even read
until they start
story.
playing games in Tampa.
Oh, wait, they're playing games in Tampa?
Yeah, Americans can't go to Canada. Like you're getting married in France in June. That's a whole other story. We don't know if we can make it. And the same thing for Canada right now. You can't just go, come and go. Like LeBron's not allowed to go from LA to Canada and go back. So they're going to play in Tampa. Tampa's welcoming them with open arms.
Well, luckily for you guys, I actually made swag about the Tampa Raptors. So you can go to sportshangover.com. You can buy the swag. I had no clue they're actually going to be. I thought they were just practicing there. No idea that they were actually going to be playing there. But that's great.
Yeah, go to thesportshangover.com. Get your swag. You'll get it in time for the holidays. If you have Tampa fans in your family or Raptors fans, like either way, it works for both. So it's kind of going down two lanes. And basically, we're becoming an e-commerce site now, Mike. The sports talk will go away soon, and we're just going to be selling everything.
Soon it'll just be our faces on T-shirts, and you can just buy that and just pretend we're talking to you.
Exactly. Speaking of Tampa, can we get to J-Dog Takes On a little early today?
Yeah, you got to give me a second. I'm spinning it up. You're throw it on me that soon. Okay, here we go.
J-Dog Takes On.
Mike, why do people think the Bucks are good? That's right. I'm taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's a little Tampa start to the top of the show. Like people are saying Drew Brees is hurt. It's our division now. In what world? Taysom Hill looked just fine beating the Falcons. Brady has weapons, Mike, and he's not getting it done. Antonio Brown is back. He looks fast as fuck, but Tom Brady's passer rating on deep balls in the last month is 0.0. If the season ended today, the Bucs are on the road for 3 straight games before they get to the Super Bowl game, which is in Tampa. I guess a home game if you want to call it that. It's not happening. It's not happening. The Raptors, the Tampa Raptors, have a better chance at bringing a title to Tampa Bay than Tom Brady. You heard it here first.
So weird with Bruce Arians after the post-game conference. He's out there talking to everybody. He's like, yeah, Brady just he's like trying to find the words that fit what's going on without putting down Tom, but he's really just saying like, Tom got confused. Like no big deal. Like just didn't understand the coverage, but it doesn't look good. He threw a lot of interceptions the other day. Couldn't really make any. Did Antonio Brown catch any balls?
He caught a lot of balls, but they're all short. He's actually a target monster right now.
No deep balls right now.
Brady has not completed a deep pass in 4 weeks. It's insane.
Ooh, deep. Now, what are we considering deep? Like more than 20 yards plus?
30 yards in the air.
30 yards in the air.
That's not much. You quarterbacked a flag football team, and you were throwing balls 30 yards in the sand.
Oh, yeah, I could throw 30 yards for sure. I don't know about any more. It's been a long time. I feel like I haven't played like outside, like a sport in a very long time.
Well, it sucks. Like the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, a lot of folks have like the little football games in town, like back visiting people. And that'd be one of the more dangerous things you could do is play football with your friends right now.
Yeah, actually talking about COVID, our mutual friend, we joked about it last week. He got COVID.
Oh, my God. Mike, HIPAA? Do you know what HIPAA is? Are you allowed to say that?
I have no idea. Well, he told me, I'm not a doctor, so he got it. I couldn't believe it. We were joking about it last week. I'm like, oh, yeah, whatever.
Well, I almost saw both of you guys. You guys were going to hop in the car, the train. Either way, you were going to be exposed for sure. Come stay with me in San Diego, and we all would have gotten it. So thank God you just stayed away. Thank God we weren't social.
If I am his girlfriend right now, I'm very pissed that he gave it to me. I would tell you that. And I'd be very pissed if he gave it to me.
Wait, are you saying he has it too?
Yeah.
What, are you just outing people on this show?
I'm just outing. Who's left? Who's left on the list?
I feel like our mutual friend's father is going to be listening to the show and like getting the information about his son through the Sports Hangover now.
I hope so. I hope the whole internet is. We're live right now. No one's watching.
Don't forget what I said though. Tom Brady sucks. That was my point. And
yes, Tom Brady sucks. Okay. What do you want to do? Well, I also want to real quick. I just wanted to mention your boy Taysom Hill no longer eligible for the tight end spot.
What?
It was
what a hack they gave
secret. I know everybody wanted him. The group thread was hot. Like, what is Taysom Hill eligible for this? Is he allowed to do this? Of course, but not. Of
course, the salty folks in our league. Every league has a few salty people who are just upset that they don't have forward thinking, right? They don't think ahead like some people do, like me and you do, Mike. Yeah. And they got salty, but ESPN listed him as a quarterback and a tight end, and now it makes sense. He's their quarterback, and now he's just a quarterback.
By the way, the guy who brought it up in our league, 2-time back-to-back loser of the league, brought it up because he just wanted to make sure you didn't have.
I didn't know who it even was.
You didn't know who it was?
I don't have the number saved. It was just a random number.
It was Brian, back-to-back loser of the league.
That was Foe?
Yeah.
Oh, he's such a bad fantasy player.
He really is. Oh, well, let's talk. I like that you're calling him out too. Real quick, 2 things. Tua pulled last week. Are you worried about this? Brought in Ryan Fitzpatrick, coach saying, "Oh, we just brought him in because we thought this was the best situation to win the game." Is that true?
And they were down 10 with 7 minutes left when Fitzpatrick came in, and they were looking for the Fitzmagic spark, and they got it. He got the 3 points, so they're down 7. Then he goes right down the field. Like, he had Devontae Parker open. The ball was a half-second late, got picked off in the end zone to end the game. Parker catches that ball. They're heading to OT, and Fitzpatrick is the guy again. I'm not worried about Tua. The Broncos threw some pressures at him he hadn't seen before. He'll be fine.
Broncos not that good. I gambled on Miami. I went 0-5 last week. Rough.
Don't tell people that.
Rough week.
You can't give out picks on the show and then go,
No, but you're learning.
Like every analyst on TV, do you see when they like line them up and it's like they all take one team and then the other team always ends up winning?
Oh, yeah. And that's what we thought about this week. We're like, maybe we just every pick we have, reverse it, and we'll do a lot better than we're doing right now because it's not going very well. And gambling is very tough in COVID because you don't know what's going on. You bet against the Raiders thinking, oh, their offensive line is totally all on COVID, whatever. No, they come out, they do good. This week, Ravens going into COVID, pushing the game until Sunday. Now we only have 2 games on Thanksgiving.
It's tough. Like why is the American football fan punished because the Ravens had a COVID outbreak in their facility? Like why? Like, shouldn't they have to play the game? I don't know. I'm kind of like, play the game without your guys.
Do you flex a game into that spot? Is that too soon for a team?
That's not fair for the other teams that may have like taken Tuesday off thinking they play Sunday, then all of a sudden play Thursday. I don't think that's fair. I would require the Ravens to play. Sorry, you don't have any running backs. Sorry, Gus Edwards would have 30 carries. That's what you have to do during COVID. We're all figuring it out.
It's not good. It's kind of wild right now. And then the other thing I want to mention.
Well, just by the way, on that game, on that one game, Mike, the Steelers are pissed. The Steelers are super pissed because they bye week moved to early in the year because of some COVID stuff. And now it's the Ravens causing problems. The Steelers were all ready to go on Thursday night, and now they have to wait till Sunday. Juju Smith-Schuster tweeted about it, and he's pissed. And so I just wanted to know.
But don't you think it's better for like Big Ben and stuff? Just get that extra time. You're not sick. You get to go practice. You can do all the normal stuff. Now, maybe you were in – was it in Baltimore or was it in
I think it was in Pittsburgh, but I think the issue is Baltimore's going to have their guys now, like for Sunday, and they wouldn't have had them for Thursday.
Oh, that's why they're pissed. Yeah, I guess I'd be pissed too. Other thing, Joe Burrow, he's out. I felt like we all knew it was kind of coming because, just because of like what happened to Andy Dalton last year, how like he got injured, he was taken out. Like their offensive line sucks, and eventually, if you just keep getting hit after hit after hit after hit, something's going to happen. You're going to get hurt. Like we all think Lamar Jackson at some point is going to get hurt because all he does is run around and get hit. Like there's no doubt. It's just like, when will it happen? And it sucks for Joe Burrow because tore his ACL, don't know when he's going to be back and might never be the same. A lot of people come back and they're never the same from that injury.
Yeah. He had a lot of structural issues in the knee. Mike, can we play another soundbite? Maybe a big dick energy?
Oh yeah. Let me Do that up.
Caught you during a drink. Delayed it.
Yeah.
Big Dick Energy, winner of the week.
And I'm glad you brought it up, Mike, because it is Joe Burrow for me. Burrow was on his way to a record rookie year, and this is a very concerning knee injury. Like you said, it not only was the ACL, it's the MCL. There's different structures in the knee. He could be out 12 months, and you fast forward, that's November of next year. That's missing most of next year, which means that we'll have not only this season they'll be bad, the next season, who's even going to play? I just want to pour one out for Burrow this Thanksgiving. When you're drinking your 7th, 8th glass of red wine, pour one out for the guy. He was off to this amazing year. 13 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, the 13th best quarterback in fantasy. There's a lot of good quarterbacks out there, and he was 13th in his rookie year, and it really sucked to see. So I hope he makes a full recovery. I'm not a Bengals fan. I'm a Joe Burrow fan. I hope
that's right.
Better.
Is tonight the night you drink heavily, or is it tomorrow night? Because I always get confused. I never know if like today's the day you drink heavy. Like,
you're supposed to go out Wednesday night and like see your high school friends. I don't talk to many folks from high school. You moved across country. You couldn't get far enough away.
I could go to Hawaii, but I guess that's a little further.
Yeah, I think tomorrow's the day. Eat and drink tomorrow on Thursday. Maybe you're listening to this Thursday. We're talking about Thursday. I don't think it's Wednesday. Are you drinking tonight?
Well, I feel like you could. Like, what's the harm in drinking tonight? Like, I got some video games set up. I can play, like, drink a little. You know, what else am I supposed to do? Like, that's my interaction. That's my social interaction, right? Like, we can't go out. LA, for people that aren't aware, we're back on lockdown. We're back in March. Can't go outside.
No outdoor dining. That's big.
No outdoor dining. First it was 50%. Then they're like, you know what? It's all over. You can't go out. By the way, Pasadena, though, they said, screw LA County. We're open. We're going to be open. You guys come out here and eat all you want. But yeah, most of LA is on lockdown.
There's a great comparison I think you sent earlier comparing Pasadena to Florida, and it's so true, Mike. I'm quarantining in St. Augustine before I go home for Thanksgiving in South Florida on Thanksgiving morning. And here in St. Augustine, a little bit of a conservative Republican area. We went to pick up dinner on Friday night. There was thousands of people walking around downtown St. Augustine, looking at Christmas lights, going out to dinner, standing in line for dinner. And I'd say 30 to 40% had masks. You would not believe more people for sure did not have masks on, and they're everywhere. And I know they're outside, and we get it. Outside is quote unquote safe. Not when you're clustered together, not when there's thousands of you from all over the country bringing who knows what. And it's like a different world, because I was just in California and there's nothing like that going on.
No, California, we're pretty much on lockdown. I think we're doing this for another 3 weeks, and then we'll go from there. But talking about things,
we'll do it longer, because 3 weeks is about when Christmas is. We'll have another spike. People going home for Christmas. We're in it till mid-January.
Okay, great to hear. I will be in Florida in 2 weeks, so we'll see how that goes.
You're flying.
First time in a long time. So
you'll cancel.
I am. Yeah, everybody's getting credits back. I have credit on all these airlines, and I have to fly within a year, so we'll figure that out.
Keep pushing it.
Do you want to do? So I have a bullshit or believe, but it also kind of leads into a little Thanksgiving. We have the hotline to hit up. Maybe we hit up the hotline, then we'll go into bullshit or believe, because we haven't hit the hotline in a long time. Here it is.
Hotline, calling on the hotline.
All right, so we messaged all our friends. We said, "Hey, just real quick, give me like things for Thanksgiving." Like, we wanted to know what their go-to for Thanksgiving was, and I also have some bullshit or believe around this. And you can chime in too. Just chime in whenever you want.
Yeah.
What is it? Well, first of all, what's your favorite dish for Thanksgiving?
My favorite dish is anything. I'm kind of open-ended. Anything involving sweet potato. I think sweet potato is king of the table on Thanksgiving. I think it's merged into our everyday life. But if you think back to when you first
merged into our everyday life, you eat sweet potatoes every day?
Not every day, but they're around. There's sweet potato fries. There's sweet potato casseroles. There's sweet potato bowls, that type of thing. And Mike, I just want everyone to remember the first time you had sweet potato was probably at Thanksgiving as a kid. So now that it's part of everyday life, give it up for Thanksgiving sweet potato, which brought it to the forefront.
So give it up for thanks. Oh, give it up. A round of applause.
Give it a round of applause for the sweet potato.
A little big dick energy for it.
What's your number one?
My number one, I think, would be. It'd probably be like the stuffing. The stuffing to me, no matter if you got it out of a box or if you made it home like freshly and shoved it in the turkey and brewed all day inside the turkey. I don't care how you make it. I love it. I think it's the best for anything. You can mix cranberries in it, want to mix mashed potatoes in it. Oh, you got some turkey. It's the ultimate leftover dish that you can put onto anything that's left over with the turkey or left over with the meal. And it's easy. And I love it.
I'll allow it because stuffing is such a Thanksgiving tradition. It's not very high on my list. We have a listener.
Andrew just said stuffing. Love stuffing. Who doesn't love stuffing?
I don't love stuffing.
You don't love stuffing?
I don't love it. I'll eat it. I enjoy it. I'll eat the leftovers. I'm here for it. Outside of the next 3 days, I will not touch stuffing for another 362 days.
Really? What is it about the stuffing? Is it like the bread that you don't like, or like the?
It's breading, and it's kind of heavy, and it's not super flavorful for me. Maybe I haven't had the best stuffing. I don't know. It doesn't do much for me.
I'll eat any kind of stuffing. It's kind of like wine. Like I'll drink any type of wine. It could be bad, could be good, but I set my bar really low, so it all is delicious to me.
That's fair. I mean, we buy the cheap stuff, and it's fine.
That's right. Set your standards low and you'll be amazed by everything. Okay. Just go live by that.
Good life lesson.
All right. So we have some here. Favorite dish is mashed potatoes. That's from Erin. She texted from above me. I don't know who this is. This is a very long story. So I imagine this might be our friend Bob. Thanksgiving is great. It's like a rehearsal for Christmas. You need to go with the trifecta of meats. This might actually be our gay dog, Justin. Turkey, honey baked ham, and beef brisket. The best side dish is stuffing and cranberry sauce out of the can. And the trifecta of desserts, this is definitely Justin, pumpkin pie, pecan pie, and apple pie. So this is what he didn't give us one thing. He gave us literally his main dish of what he will be eating for Thanksgiving.
Mike, we had to lead the show with this. This is our food expert. No one knows food more than Justin Gay. The guy has sampled everything out there. Our longtime listeners will know that he also brings us our summer trends, sometimes accurate like seltzer, sometimes inaccurate like mead, but the guy knows food that much.
Does. Oh, we know he knows food. Definitely off on mead. Mead was what, 2 years ago? Where is it?
I had it once with him and we had to seek it out. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like
still can't find it. I'm gonna go.
That's interesting. The meat trio, because it's all a turkey holiday, right? Everyone's turkey. The expert is actually saying a meat trio.
I do like that. I actually prefer the ham to the turkey, but I like the combo of it because it's kind of sometimes turkey's dry. You can do turkey bad. You don't want to do turkey bad.
Mike, I saw on the Hangover hotline, our mutual friend also chose ham over turkey. And to that I say, bro, you have COVID. You can't taste anything.
I love it. All right. We also have from our friend Bob. He loves sweet potato casserole. Now, how do you feel about sweet potato casserole compared to sweet potatoes? Because it is a little different.
I said sweet potato anything. So sweet potato casserole is great. I love sending that in. Bob's a smart guy, super smart, and he got that one right.
Our mutual friend who has COVID, green bean casserole. He messaged this. Now, I will say this. No, not to down him at all. It might have been an off night. But we did have a mutual Friendsgiving 3 weeks ago before COVID, and we all got tested beforehand, by the way.
Wow. He was in your house.
His green bean casserole was not good. The green beans were hard.
I hope he listens to this.
I hope he does too.
You are killing this guy.
Green beans were not good.
You're
so
sick.
I have never had a green bean casserole where I'm like, God damn, I need more of that. It's always like, oh, okay, whoever made this, I feel bad. Like, I'll eat it.
I disagree. Green beans pretty high on my list, probably after sweet potato. I love the crunchy onions on top. If you can make sure each bite has a little crunch to it, so it's not just like the soft green beans, add the crunch, the combo. It's a great bite.
Okay, that's interesting. I want to see some dishes. Maybe we'll post some dishes to Instagram this weekend of what we're eating just to see, and we can rate them out. Another one, mac and cheese. That's always a classic. You always love mac and cheese. I don't know how it got into Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I've never had it at Thanksgiving. It's just not tradition for me. I love mac and cheese. I don't associate it with Thanksgiving at all.
See, I've had it lately at Thanksgiving. I think it's a great filler. I don't know why we need more carbs at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's a heavy one. Maybe too heavy. It's great. I think it goes perfectly with the ham for Christmas. And I don't even do Christmas, but I do ham and mac and cheese on Christmas.
Oh, yeah, because there's nothing else to eat. Oh, so dessert, our lawyer friend, pecan pie. Now, it's tough because I lean a different, like sometimes it depends on how it is, but pumpkin pie is just a classic for me. So it's tough for me to get away from pumpkin.
And that's fair. That's appropriate. I happen to have a pumpkin allergy, so that's not on my list.
Jeremy, a pumpkin. I've never known this. I've known you for so. By the way, guys, you're watching this right now. We've done this for 10 years. 3 days ago was our 10-year anniversary of the Sports Hangover. And I started rewatching old Sports Hangover videos because I really wanted this for us to start doing more video. And if you go on our YouTube, there are videos of us doing the exactly same thing 10 years ago when it was not cool to be doing video like this. And now we're starting to do it again.
It's amazing. Were we any good back then?
We actually were pretty good. I'm amazed that the technology held up. And this is the same mic I started with 10 years ago. Hold on.
That's shocking. You sent me one mic a year, so I'm surprised you have the same one.
It's a good one. What was I talking about? Pie? Pumpkin pie.
I can't do it. So I love the apple. Apple pie is great. I think that counts for Thanksgiving, right?
Oh, yeah. Definitely love that apple pie Thanksgiving. Apple pie with a little ice cream.
Yeah, and I'm lactose. I can't have the ice cream, but a few nights a year I do, and Thanksgiving's one of them. So we'll end the night with a little lactose coma.
All right. And then another one. When is it appropriate to put up Christmas decorations or Hanukkah decorations or whatever you want to do?
Okay, so most years, definitely the week after Thanksgiving. In a year of 2020, when everything is shit around us, I think November 1st, the morning after Halloween, that was a Sunday this year. That was the time to put your decorations up. 2 months of joy is the least that we deserve right now.
I agree. I put mine up November 1st, and it will be staying up for quite a long time.
What'd you put up? What holiday?
What holiday? Well, I have Christmas up front. We got a menorah out. I'll be going home for Hanukkah, but there's we got a 9-foot pre-lit tree. If you do not have a pre-lit tree, you're just doing it wrong. You literally plug it in and the thing's ready. All you gotta do is put a few ornaments on and you're done.
It's absolutely, but you're gonna get some hate mail on that on the Hangover hotline because a lot of people are like very anti pre-lit tree.
Oh my God. I've never been so happy in my life where I literally pop one in, pop the other side in, plugged it in, and the thing was lit. I was like, oh my God, this is great. Who wants to do that? Who wants to string lights around it? It's not worth it.
I think it's like family tradition for people, when they have kids.
Sure, I guess so. That's all I got.
No one said mashed potatoes and gravy. Kind of surprised. Feels like a staple at the table. Perfect turkey.
Erin did mention she likes mashed potatoes. That's her favorite.
She mentioned
dish. Yeah. It's not the best. So now what I wanted to do was I had a bullshit or believe, but I think we already know what it is. Like bullshit or believe, is sweet potato better than mashed potatoes? You clearly already have sweet potato.
I say believe. Do you?
I say believe too.
Thank you.
What about green bean casserole or potato casserole? A lot of people don't do it. I've had potato casserole.
I love potato casserole.
I would lean potato casserole too.
I would lean. It's hard to compare a veggie to a potato. Like who's choosing a veggie?
Well, they're both casseroles, so I was like putting them in the same. After I had that terrible green bean casserole a few weeks ago.
This poor guy. Our friend is sick. We don't know how he's doing.
I know how he's doing. I played virtual poker with him last night. He's doing just fine.
He could do that from his hospital bed.
It's true. He's not in a hospital bed though. He's very fine. He's recovered. He's like asymptomatic basically. He literally has no signs. Canned cranberry sauce or homemade cranberry sauce. A lot of people love the cranberry sauce in a can. That could just be a thing. I think it was like
why do people love that? If you had the option, if someone stepped up and said, "I'll make homemade cranberry casserole," whatever you call it, why wouldn't you choose that over the store-bought package?
Obviously, take the homemade stuff. It's really easy to actually make homemade cranberry stuff. But I think a sauce. I think it was because when we were kids, it was like a thing to have cranberry sauce in a can, and I remember having cranberry sauce in a can, thinking like, "Damn, this is just like how it comes. Like, how else do you get cranberry sauce?" I never realized until I was older that like, oh, you can literally just mash up cranberries and it makes cranberry sauce.
But what I would say at the same time is there's so many things for the people in the kitchen, and obviously I'm not one of them. For the people in the kitchen on Thanksgiving, I have so many things to worry about. No one's judging you for buying pre-packaged cranberry. Like there's 8 other dishes to prepare. Worry about those first.
No, and it's tough when you're doing Thanksgiving too. It's like not everything's going to be great, but all you got to do, you just want to enjoy Thanksgiving, hang out. Whoa! Look at this. Bob's checking. Love green bean casserole.
But he didn't try the mutual friends green bean casserole, which you say is no good.
No good. Yeah. I think he knew it was no good too, because he left it here with me. I've had it here for like a month.
You didn't eat it.
No, he didn't eat it. He left
Bob,
it
thanks
here.
for listening live.
Yeah. Thanks, Bob. That's all I got. I just wanted to play a little bullshit or believe there. I have some best bets. Did you have anything else? You got some more?
I want to hear your best bets, but did you hear that noise?
Oh no, what's that noise?
It's the sound of another college basketball game being canceled, Mike, because basically college basketball is approaching COVID season without a game plan. Exactly. There's no plan for testing, no plan for canceled games, no plan for quarantine, and basically systematically every single game that was about to start the season this weekend has been canceled because one team or both teams have COVID. Basketball is different. If you have a few cases on your team, you can't play, where football you can because there's so many players in uniform. So college basketball, good luck to you. College football makes it work because there's money. College basketball, you're on your own. Good luck.
So all right. So I haven't been following college football at all or basketball. What's been going on with college football? How has it been going? Because I know there's been some delays, like, we'll reschedule here. We'll do something over here. But overall, it kind of seems like the NFL, like they're making do with what they can do with it, like the timing.
Yeah.
But how are they going to, are we going to have March Madness? Because I feel like Vegas loses out on a lot. No March Madness?
I just think college football makes so much money for every school that they're trying their best to make it work. And it's working at 70, 80% of the games are being played. There's like a 20 to 30% cancellation rate. SEC's had a ton of them. Nick Saban, the big game for Alabama is on Saturday. Alabama, Auburn. He has COVID. He can't coach in the game. So Dabo Swinney, the Clemson head coach, they went down to play Florida State. They brought a sick player on the plane with them. Florida State canceled the game, and then Dabo said, "You were scared to play us." It is Scandal City, Mike. Play it.
I know, just pop it on. Oh, you want me to hit it? Okay.
Yeah, might as well.
Wait, where's the...
Time to dig up the dirtiest stories around the sport world in this week's Scandal City.
I'm
got all these graphics.
The Clemson coach says FSU was scared to play us. Now, maybe you shouldn't have let the stuffy nose cougher on your plane to infect your whole team on the way to Tallahassee. Maybe that's on you. Maybe that's poor leadership, poor management. Regardless, college football is very hit or miss right now. We don't know if the playoffs can happen in January when they normally do. It's normally around New Year's Day. You know, that's after Thanksgiving and Christmas when we're going to see cases much higher than we're seeing now. That could happen in February. A great option I heard, maybe the day before the Super Bowl, college football championship game, and then the Super Bowl the same weekend. That could be fun.
That could be fun. But it's just tough because we don't know anything that's going to be happening. And right now with football, it's all good. I worry that this Thanksgiving, more players get COVID because of going back home.
You hope they do?
No. I'm not. I don't hope they do. I just worry they do.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to be tough if they do get it, because then how are we going to reschedule the whole thing? Because a lot of guys are going home. They're going to need families, everything like that. And I know not every state is locked down like California, so it's going to be a little easier to go eat with your family, but it sucks, dangerous. And I don't want it to happen.
That's where the super spreaders are. The college kids are the ones hanging out and still going to bars and parties. I was just thinking I haven't worn a nice pair of shoes since February. I was just thinking that.
I put on nice shoes and sit in the house, but can I show you what I'm wearing right now? I got Crocs.
Yeah, show us your shoes. Those are good stay-at-home play.
They're great. The Crocs are the way to go.
So to recap Scandal City, college basketball has no plan. There won't be March Madness, and there's a lot of scandals in college football, and about 30% of the games get canceled. So we're doing great.
Great. All right, I got some best bets. Two of them, I was going to try to have all the bets for Turkey Day, but now there's only two games, so now I still have all the games, but one game is postponed.
Two terrible games on Thursday. Like, I know the schedule makers have a tough task. They have to do the schedule in the summer ahead of like when you know exactly what's going on. We knew the Redskins wouldn't be any good before the season started. The Lions also, they get to play every single Thanksgiving. And why? Why? They haven't been to the playoffs since like 2000?
I have no idea when the last time they went to the playoffs. I don't know why this always happens. Every Thanksgiving, I feel like I watch football and it's like, I don't really care about this game right now. And it is tough because we're so used to red zone. So when you're watching this on Thanksgiving Day, you're like, God damn, this is a really long game. And
finally, like NBC gave us the primetime game. They normally have a good matchup. I think it's been like Saints Falcons in the past, always a good rivalry, Ravens Steelers. And now we don't even get that. So we're just punished with 3 bad teams and Deshaun Watson.
Yes. All right. So Houston in Detroit playing the Lions. Lions are all beat up. I'm taking Houston here at -3. I know this is a public pick. There's 80% of the money, 80% of the tickets on Houston right now. But I couldn't figure out a scenario where the Lions can beat Houston. I don't respect Houston that much. They're not a good team. They have not been performing well, but they get a lot of respect from gamblers. So I'm just going to still go with Houston. I think it's like Deshaun Watson. You see that, and then you look at Matthew Stafford, you're like, come on, like that guy's not going to do it. But it's Thanksgiving Day. Literally anything can happen. I gambled on the Lions last year when they had their like third string quarterback in, and they almost pulled off a win. So I'm not doing it again. I'm taking Houston here -3.
You remember that? That's a great pick. Sometimes the public way is the right way to go. Deshaun Watson's the best player in this game, and take the Texans.
But is it scary that because I was talking to our mutual friend. We gamble a lot on all the games. We have
we're in the hospital
from his house. We tried picking games last week. We went 0-5. Yeah. And we had a lot of games where like, this is easy pick. Like we know that this team should win. Like they're not that good. And then for some reason, this other team shows up. So it's tough to pick these games, especially when you know everybody's on Houston. It almost wants you to like, oh, just take the Lions. Like there's no point to do.
But who is the Lions' best playmaker with Swift and Galladay and Marvin Jones out? Like name a skill position.
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah. Adrian Peterson. Like what are we doing?
Yeah, I know. You're right. Washington at Dallas. Dallas is -2.5. I was on Washington here for a second. They kind of look good, but then I remembered, well, hey, they played Joe Burrow. But, oh, yeah, Joe Burrow was actually out last week. They won the game. I'm taking Dallas here -2.5. Andy Dalton came back. He looked decent enough. He looked better than whatever was in there before. So I'm playing for the Dallas team. I think this could be good for the division because there's going to be a lot of NFC teams that can go to the playoffs. So this could be a shot for the playoffs. I don't know if they want to go to the playoffs because it's almost like they should bomb this year. Divisional game. I don't know. This is a tough one, but I'm going Dallas on Thursday.
Are the Cowboys back? They went to Minnesota and won.
I don't think they're back, but I would say Dalton is more capable of what was happening before. And I think they're more confident, and I think they understand his role in the game. It's like, you are a game manager. Give it to Elliott. Give a little short lobs here and there. Win the game. Let the defense do some work. The other guys were just trying to go out there and like prove themselves. If you're a rookie, you saw those rookies go in there. They were all hyped up. They're running around, trying to throw bombs. You're doing too much. Andy Dalton knows what he is.
Too much.
Doing too much. Doing very little.
Andy Dalton did throw a game-winning touchdown pass to Dalton Schultz late in the game. So apparently on Saturday night, before that game on Sunday, Mike McCarthy in the locker room, as he's addressing the team, I don't know if you heard this, he brought out a bunch of watermelons and a sledgehammer and started breaking them open like a madman to show how fierce he wanted the Cowboys to be on Sunday, and it worked. So maybe he does that again on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and they go 2-0. I'm just surprised, though, because you've been a Redskins. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Whoa. It's all right. You're allowed. Sometimes you say it with like the Raiders. Sometimes you say Oakland, and you're like, it's still new. You still
like
got to
slur. I apologize. The Washington football team. You've been a huge fan of them. You bet them almost every week. I can't imagine you've won many of those bets.
No.
Apparently off that bandwagon.
Yeah. You can put $1 in the hat for saying the Washington name.
My apologies.
I haven't won a lot of money with that. All right, 49ers at the Rams. Listen, I know the Rams are good. They're big public play here. Everybody's probably going to be on the Rams. I'm going 49ers. I feel like they're good enough. This is a divisional game, and I love some divisional dogs. +7. I'll take it all day. It's this Sunday. The Rams, I feel like they're a team that could get too cocky because there are a lot of big stars on that team. Like they paid a lot of people to be on that team. And I know this is like, we have to go to the Super Bowl this year or we don't make any, we lose all of you next year. I think the 49ers can pull this off. I don't know if Garoppolo's back. Honestly, I love the backup, whoever that is.
Mullen.
He's great. I'll take him. So
the bigger problem to me, more than Garoppolo out, is like their whole offense is out. Like Brandon Ayuk is still on the good list. He's really good. Who's the running back now? Like, is it McKinnon? Do you trust them? The Rams played a great game against Tampa. Like offense, defense looked great. I know you watched some of that game.
I did.
If the line is big enough, I don't mind going Niners. I just don't feel great about it.
I don't feel great about it, but those are always like the bets that I know I should take, because if it's easy to take the Rams, it's too easy to bet it. So I'm going to take 49ers here. It's just like a mind game. I try to play a mind game with myself. All right. I only did 4 games because honestly,
you're a bad better. So what?
It's terrible. Like 0-5 last week. Raiders at Falcons. I bet Falcons last week. It was a fucking mess. But guess what? I'm going back. I'm going back to Matty Ice. I'm taking Atlanta at +3. This line moved from a pick'em to -3 for the Raiders. Everybody loves the Raiders. Raiders are like, oh my God, they're performing so well. They're throwing bombs. Derek Carr, MVP. I'm going Matty Ice here. I don't think the Falcons are as bad as they seem. They're playing better. They were like 3-1 before last week after they fired their coach. I think they're 3-2 now. I love the Falcons here. Give me the points at home. Raiders cross country after a Thanksgiving weekend. Give me a break. These guys are going to be fat and hungry and for whatever. They're full. Give me the Falcons.
Las Vegas is open. They could be on the strip this weekend for all we know, which is dangerous. They've been playing the Chiefs well. They nearly beat the Chiefs for the second time. They have Patrick Mahomes' number, which is hard to do. Now, Mahomes came through in the end, found Kelsey as he normally does.
Of course.
Everything was fine. The issue is the Falcons are terrible, because I actually watched that game to watch Taysom Hill, my guy.
They're very bad.
Fantasy gem. And their defense is terrible. And then, Matt Ryan gets the ball, and he's terrible. He's not pulling the trigger. Julio Jones, every third down play, makes a catch, gets hurt. Makes a catch, get hurt. That's all he does the whole game. He misses 5 plays after every third down conversion. I don't know how you can take the Falcons. And honestly, I need to question you, because you just looked at the whole slate of games, and you came up with the Falcons and the 49ers and the Cowboys, 3 of the worst teams in football.
I gotta take these teams that aren't good. Like the teams that are good, I can't bet with, because everybody's on them.
You were 0-5. Maybe try a Rams. Maybe
I know. All right. You know what?
Packers.
I will tweet out, or whatever we do anymore. I don't know.
Find a favorite. That's all I ask. Find a favorite.
Okay. Next week I'll try to bet some favorites. I'll let you know how this week goes. I could go 4-0. So you never know. It's just like a strategy.
Thoughts and prayers to you and anyone else betting on and possibly watching these 2 games on Thanksgiving. Because, folks, it was going to be a weird Thanksgiving anyway. It's about to get weirder because there's no good football.
No good football at all. It's going to be bad. I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to watch the game, but it's like I don't want to wake up at 9:30. I mean, I'll be up, but I don't want to watch Houston Lions at 9:30 and be depressed because I lose.
I'm glad you mentioned you don't know what you're going to do, because I have a solution. On YouTube TV, we're subscribers. We're sponsored by YouTube TV. We want all of our listeners to have YouTube TV. Mike, 5-day free trial of HBO Max. I don't pay for it. I don't watch it, but there's several shows I want to watch. Flight Attendant's a new one. It's a comedy. Check it out. But most importantly, How To with John Wilson. A lot of people are recommending it, like what's Nathan Fielder for you?
Yeah, I tried watching, like I haven't been into it lately. I'm gonna try it. I have HBO Max. I have all the shows. Really big into DC Titans. Like if you're anything into like superheroes at all, DC Titans is great. It's Robin. It's all like the C characters that never get like their own show. So it's like Robin, Wonder Girl, Hawk, and all these other. It's great. It's just a great little dumb show.
Let's check it out. Just so you know, Hangover Hotline is still lighting up. We have some folks chiming in. Justin Gay, who gave us the meat trio for Thanksgiving, he said Christmas decorations go up Thanksgiving weekend, come down New Year's weekend. I think he's thinking in the traditional sense and not the messed up 2020 sense.
Yeah, I don't think he is.
Bob put his tree up in October. Can't fault him there. We're looking for joy any way you can get it.
That's true.
Also, Bob says he doesn't have Facebook. Don't know what that means, but he said it.
Well, he clearly does, because he found us and commented on the show. So thanks, Bob, for tuning in. Go to thesportshangover.com. Everything is there. Follow us.
Merch. Tampa Raptors. We have Tampa listeners. We have Canadian listeners. I know one person in particular who's from Tampa and Canadian.
And he better get that goddamn t-shirt. Go there. There's tons of merch. A lot more merch will be coming. Follow us on Instagram. We changed the Instagram handle. We're the Sports Hangover Podcast on Instagram. Follow us there. I'll put out my picks. I'm going to put these picks out on Instagram so I can track them, so the public can shame me publicly when I lose. Okay? Just to keep me on my toes. But go there, sportshangover.com. You can find it all. We'll be back next week, hopefully. See you.